Well, I think it's time for a little bit of humble pie. Dion Prestia, I take my hat off to you. And I think videos like this are important to do because obviously along the journey, we're all about talking about conversation of where Dion Prestia is at with coming back from the fitness issue. I'm trying not to say the word. The fitness issue that he was having for the last 8, 9, 10 weeks, whatever it might be. There was a lot of speculation, and we spoke about it as well ourselves. We weren't sure about how he would impact coming back into the AFL side. But I think it's very important to also give absolute credit where it's due to Dion Prestia, and to a lesser extent the coaching staff as well, I guess, for backing him in. But his return game to AFL level against the Giants yesterday was honestly nothing short of sensational, if I'm being completely honest. And I was hugely skeptical about how this was going to play out on the back of him playing just a half of football across 4 quarters in the VFL the week prior, which he did okay at. Like, he didn't really do a lot wrong. It was more about, in my mind, was the run in the legs, getting the right touch and form and fitness, because it's one thing to do it at training. It's another thing to do it in an AFL environment in such a hot contest of a game. But honestly, Prestia really, really impressed me. 31 disposals, 2 marks, 5 tackles, 7 clearances, 381 metres gained, 1 goal, 1. Super performance, and you could already see the addition of him back to the midfield. It really did help against a side in the Giants who are a really, really good team in totality, but their midfield's quite strong as well. And to Tiggs' point on Wednesday night, whilst Dion may not add genuine leg speed, the speed that he adds is actually by his decision-making, by getting the handball or the kick out to the right player in the right spot. So that's where we actually pick up the speed side of things. And look, I know the Giants overrun us in the last quarter. I'm not putting that down to midfield or this, that, and the other. That was simple. If we should have been more accurate in front of goal. But we'll get to that to a different video. This is about Dion Prestia. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick little video just to say, Dion, you've made a lot of people, including myself, eat some humble pie about your return, and I couldn't be more happy and proud that that's taken place. I would much, much rather be wrong in these instances than right, and I think it definitely shows that he's still got value to add to our midfield, and I think having him back in the midfield, putting out performances like that, will definitely be the difference between being in more games and maybe winning more games than not, because putting up those numbers is something that our young kids can't do yet. And I know there's going to be a lot of argument about, yeah, but he's taking midfield minutes away from a younger player, this, that, and the other. I understand that, but from a team balance perspective, you still want to be competitive. You still want to get yourself in the positions to win. And I think him being in that spot, I think, proved that yesterday. And whilst performances like that are happening from him, you can't not play him in there. So, again, well done, Dion Prestia. Top game, more of that, please. And hopefully we can move onwards and upwards to Sydney this week, and you can do that again, because that is now a game that we genuinely should be a chance of winning on the back of how they're playing versus how we're playing. And I think the more experience we can have around the footy with the Prestia Hopper Taranto combination, it seemed to work well. It didn't feel like we got exposed too much the other way. They had some momentum swings. That's okay. That's part of football. We get that. It seemed to work. And I'm all here for it. If it's going to work, let's get it going. So well done, Dion, again. Let us know what you think in the comments below, guys. What did you make of Dion Prestia's game, his first game back of AFL footy? Keen to hear everyone else's view. It's pretty hard to knock it, to be honest. It was pretty impressive. So well done, Dion.